Happy Monday. It's been a while. I haven't vlogged a week in my life in who knows how long, but I'm back and there's no podcast episode this week because I will just be posting this vlog and I am so excited to be catching up and chatting with you guys. It is Monday morning. I went to the gym. That means it's leg day. Came back, got ready, and now I'm sitting at my desk getting ready for the week. I feel super unprepared this week. I feel very frazzled. I don't exactly know what the top priorities are. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to look at my calendar, look at what we need to get done, and create my weekly to-do list. I am a big fan of weekly to-do lists versus daily to-do lists because I feel like when you can see your week at a glance and you know that you just need to get this stuff done by the end of the week, it feels so much better than feeling all this pressure to do all of this stuff on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes one project, because I call my to-do list by projects, because usually it's more than just one tiny little task that I need to get done. Some projects take an entire day and some don't. So I don't want to feel pressure of being like, oh my gosh, I feel so unaccomplished because I didn't get my daily to-do list done, because it just makes it a lot easier to kind of see what you need to get done when you're seeing it on a weekly basis. The theme of this week is also hiring. That's been the theme of probably the past 3 weeks for Rella. We are hiring 2 roles. Let me look at my calendar. We have a couple interviews this week, which is really exciting. So we do have a final round interview with a developer. I haven't spoken with him before, so the final round goes through me because my co-founders are the ones that did all of the first, second round projects with the developers, because obviously I would not know what to ask them. So I'm meeting him at the last round, and then vice versa with the community and growth role that we're hiring for. Me and Natasha took the first rounds, and I'm going to be on the last round, but Connor and Nick, my co-founders, will be talking to them on the last round to make sure they're a good fit. So just because of, obviously, I don't think that they would be good at interviewing someone for a marketing role, and I wouldn't be good at interviewing someone for a developer role. This week is not too big on calls, which is good. A couple of things that I want to get done is I need to edit some of the Rella reels and plan our content calendar. I'm doing an influencer campaign with YouTubers. I'm going to come up with the brief, reach out to those people this week, and hopefully get a few of those solidified. We're hopefully going to extend an offer to someone in the next 2 weeks. So the goal for that would be in the next 2 weeks to actually extend the offers to people. We're hiring at such an awkward time because it is the holidays, so that's kind of a weird time to onboard someone. But I do think that it could be good because it will maybe put less pressure on it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we also have merch that we're coming out with that I need to finalize and order. So those are a few of the big projects that I'm going to be working on this week. Cheers. Let's ignore the background. I'm coming to you from a few days later. I did want to show you our merch though, so let me know what you are most excited for. We have 3 t-shirts that we're selling. They're all white, but we have the Scrolling Like It's My Job t-shirt that it has the cute little coffee cup man on the back, and then it says support your local social media manager. We also have a Scroll Responsibly shirt and a support your local social media manager shirt. This is what the backs look like for the shirts, and I just think they're so cute and I cannot wait to wear them. This is definitely going to be, for me at least, more of a beachwear PJ situation, but I think it's going to be really cute. And then on the front it just has Rella on the corner, so it's not obnoxious and in your face. And then we also have some hats. We actually have a lot of hats. We have the marketing girl hats, and we have 2 different marketing girl hats. So one is more analytics marketing girl, another one is more girly pop social media marketing girl. So we made sure to include the right emojis for those. So Chief Creative Officer hats, and then Slam's laptop shut hats in a bunch of different colors. We also have 2 totes, and these totes are actually durable. You can put a lot of things in them. You can take a laptop, groceries, it's not super flimsy. And they also say the Scrolling Like It's My Job and Scroll Responsibly, which I just think is so cute. And then we have 2 sweatshirts, the Chief Creative Officer, which I think is really cute. And we have 3 different cups. So we have glassware. I actually am drinking out of it right now. I got the sample. How cute is that? And then we have a Chief Creative Officer and your favorite agency's favorite agency mug. Let me know which one you guys want. And merch is not out yet, but it is coming soon. Which mug do I want today? Let's do the fall one. I cannot wait to bring out the Christmas mug. I just got this honey, and this is where I see PR, influencer marketing, and founder-led stories work, because Beekeepers Naturals sent me a giant PR package probably like 6 or more months ago, and I ended up using all of their honey. I used the throat spray, I used the cough drops, the sinus spray, the cough syrup. Like, I have used their products completely, and I have been obsessed. And now I actually have like a slight cold, so I was just kind of like using up whatever else I had in my medicine drawer to take care of it. I heard the founder on a podcast. I heard her on Skinny Confidential, and it just made me really want to support her company. And now I'm all in for her honey. I've already had some of this and it's so good, but I just ordered some more. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Look at that honey. I did want to take a second and thank today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to build an online website, and I always get questions about what do we use for Rella, how did we build our online website, and what do I recommend? And the answer is simple, because it's the best way to build a website. It's Squarespace. We built our entire website on it, and we get over 100,000 viewers on our website every single month. I love Squarespace because beyond the beautiful designs that they have, where it makes it so easy to customize, you don't need a developer, you don't need a website designer, you just need yourself and your imagination, and you can build anything on Squarespace. They even have design intelligence, which is just AI that's going to help you actually bring your website to life from your head to your screen. They also have other tools for business owners, whether you're doing email campaigns, you need to see your analytics, which we've definitely been tracking and keeping up with. They have amazing award-winning customer support. Anytime we have ever had a question, they have answered us within the same day. I seriously don't even know why people are trying other website builders when Squarespace exists. If you need another incentive, you can use my coupon code NatalieBarbu or go to squarespace.com/NatalieBarbu for 10% off your first purchase or domain. Let's get back to the vlog. My fall mug, because even though it doesn't feel like fall in Miami, it's a cloudy day, so we're using the fall mug. I just got off of a quick call, so I'm actually working with a brand. I'm working with Logitech, which is one of my favorite brands to work with because I use their products legitimately every single day. I use this, keyboard mouse setup. I always get questions about it because my mouse is like very unique. It's very ergonomic. Same with my keyboard. So I use their stuff every single day. So I'm working with them again. I even brought my keyboard and mouse to London with me because I wanted to have I'm so used to this setup and I wanted to have the same setup there. So that's how much I use them. But I just got off of a call with the agency that they're working with because there was just some confusion on the brief and the content to film for this video that I'm doing with them. It was a very quick call. We have a very exciting announcement. So we just extended an offer to a new software engineer that we're going to be onboarding onto the team. I'm so excited. I mean, I'm really excited to start growing our team. But it's also really nerve-wracking because it has been just the founders for so long. So bringing someone else into the fold is just really scary, but I am very excited. We are also having our final round interviews today with our top 3 candidates. This is going to be really tough. Natasha and I were talking yesterday, and we just have such good candidates for the community and growth role. It was already hard to get it to a top 3, but now that we do have the top 3, it's definitely going to be tough. We have the last rounds of all of those interviews today, and we'll hopefully make a decision by today. What else do I have on my calendar? And then I am going to try to get this video for Logitech done just so that I could get it out of the way. And the person that we're hiring for our software engineer, he actually lives in Canada. So we have to do a lot more paperwork, and I need to talk to our lawyers about what that's going to look like for hiring for full-time employment in a different country. So just a lot of admin, but then also creative work, and then also hiring, and it's going to be a context switching type of day.
With a new launch company, we did not make the same mistake. We actually put everything behind paywall. We offered free trial, but after the free trial, you had to pay to be a user of Rella.
Demos, it looks like everyone's just looking for a general overview, but there will be times to.
Last interview of the day. This is our final interview. It's at 6 o'clock, so this is going to be tough because we've had such amazing candidates, but this is our last final round interview of the day, and let's see how it goes. Hi, how are you? Just waiting on the rest of the team. Hey guys.
Hey. What's going on? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we just wanted to have this call where you can meet the rest of the team and then obviously have them meet you as well, be able to ask you some questions. Really the purpose of this is just so that you really get like a full understanding of Rella. We have a small enough team that we can all be on a call at the same time. So I'll kick it off or I'll have Connor kick it off and then Connor, Nick, you can introduce yourself.
Let's talk about our hiring process now that we're all through with it. In the past, when we've hired contractors or thought about hiring, we would post something on LinkedIn and post a job application, but we always found that we actually had the best candidates from anyone that we've worked with in the past from people already in our community. So I knew that we wanted to do that again this time around. So what we did was we put out a video sharing that we're hiring on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Job application was just a ClickUp form that we created. We don't really care about what you majored in, where you went to school, anything like that, because truthfully, I don't think it matters. We didn't even ask for a resume. We just asked them to fill out a very quick form to get to know them a little bit better, submit a video introducing themselves. That helped so much because I felt like that was kind of like a round one interview when you actually got to see them and hear their answers in their own voice instead of like ChatGPT form response. And it made sure that they were a real person because in the past when we've had applications, we had a lot of bots submitting applications, which just makes it annoying to go through. So it was really helpful to see a quick video of them. And then we also asked for their LinkedIn. When I see your LinkedIn, I do not care about your major. I don't care about where you went to school, whether you didn't go to college or you went to an Ivy League. Like, to me, it actually doesn't matter. I care more about your past experience. So like, what have you worked on? It could have been a personal project, could be previous job experiences, but what is your experience? And then also, are you a self-starter? Do you take initiative? Are you creative? Like, those are the qualities that we're looking for when we're hiring at Rella. So we got that form. We had 3 rounds of interviews. So the first interview was a quick 15-minute screening call with either me or Natasha. And we just kind of got to know you a little bit better, asked you a couple more questions, but we really didn't want to waste anyone's time. From there, we went to round 2, which was the project. And we did a paid project. We actually got some responses, which surprised me that this was a lot of people's first paid project. But we paid everyone $50 to complete the project. And the reason for that is because you are doing work. And I feel like when you are on the job hunt and you're applying for so many different companies, usually there is a project involved, which I think is great because then you can actually see how someone works. Definitely recommend if you're hiring to do a project. But these people are spending time out of their day working on something for your company, essentially. I know that when people are applying for jobs, they will, obviously complete projects and do things like do multiple rounds of interviews and everything like that. But we were really cognizant of not wasting anyone's time. So keeping the interviews short, like we did not need them to be that long. And also making sure people knew when they would hear from us. They weren't staring at their inbox all week. Like, we would set a time frame of when they would hear from us. And 3, doing a paid project. It also let us narrow it down because we didn't want to have 1 million people doing a project because we knew realistically that there were some people that just were not a good fit. So we're not going to invite you to do the project if we don't think you're a good fit. So it let us be a little bit more selective because we obviously didn't want to pay 100 people to do a project, but it also just rewarded the people that were putting in time and effort to do something for us. So we paid everyone $50 for the project. If we thought that you were a good fit from the project, we would invite you back from round 2. And then after round 2, we had the final round, which is where we narrowed it down to 3 people. Again, to not waste people's time, we narrowed down the final round to 3 people. That was a super hard decision for us to make. And I thought that the hiring process was really seamless, and I would definitely do it again if we ever hire anyone else. This is definitely the system that I would use. So I hope this helps if you are hiring or if you're going through the application process, kind of seeing the other side of how we like to think about it. You guys, this is a very exciting, monumental day at Rella because we just sent in an offer to our very first employee, full-time, salaried employee with benefits, outside of the founding team. So I am so excited to welcome her to the team. She signed the offer doc, she accepted the offer, and it's just so exciting and also scary because that means that the team's growing. We have people other than just the founders that are a part of it, and it's just nerve-wracking, but also really, really exciting to get to this point. October of last year, we thought we were going to shut down the company. The entire team was looking for new jobs. We pretty much had told all of our investors that we were shutting down the company. Nick was applying for new jobs and like going to interviews. Connor was looking at what's next. Natasha and I felt like we were in denial. A year later, we just hired our first full-time employee. I'm actually on Stripe right now, and this month we didn't hit the 2 million ARR mark that we thought we were going to hit. However, next month we should be hitting it, fingers crossed. Last year, this month, we made $3,529, you guys, in the entire month of October. This October, we made more than that just today alone, and the day's not even over. We made that in a few hours, and like I said, we'll probably hit 2 million ARR by next month. Oh my gosh, that's just so crazy. It's seriously such a testimony, truly. It very much answered. It was an answered prayer. But I am so excited that we have this new person joining the team. I'll introduce her once she officially starts and joins, and I am just so excited. It's currently Friday when I'm filming this, and she's starting on Wednesday, so I just have to get a lot of stuff in order. Like, I'm on Gusto, I sent the offer letter. I need to start like creating a bunch of things for her, sending her the employment contract. Anyways, I'm very excited, and this is a really big day, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I hope that you guys liked this little week in my life, and I hope that it provided you some value, whether you are curious about building a business, you're building one yourself, you're applying for jobs, you're going through the hiring process, whatever it looks like. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog, and let me know what other content you want to see. I do want to do monthly vlogs, so one vlog a month at least, and then the rest of the week will be my podcast episodes, but I've gotten a very positive response from my podcast, so thank you guys so much. Please let me know what you want to see and what topics you want me to cover, what guests you want me to interview. All of that stuff is so appreciated, so please let this be an active comment section. I'm also going to be sharing a bit more about my office renovation. As you can see in the background, it's a little bit of a hot mess, but we're working on it, and I will be sharing that in another vlog, so I hope that you guys subscribe and stay tuned. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye, guys.